Rahuba Yasar. Welcome to this week's new Outformation class. Ranani Kawun Nasat Huntwy Sanan Atum-Rayay. I'm a student teacher of the master teacher, the master of heavens and earth, Panabab Yanun, also known as His Excellency, Dr. Malachi Kobina Zodak York. We like to start this in every class by proclaiming the innocence of Dr. Malachi York in his false incarceration based on bogus charges that have been proven during the court that there is virtually no possible way that these bogus and heinous crimes that were accused against him could have been committed. From the excessive amounts of alleged acts, it is impossible for a man of his age to commit such acts repeatedly as it is stated in the bogus charges against him. Those are just some of the facts that we stand on as Nuwaupians in proclaiming the innocence of our master teacher. This week's reading is entitled Questions and Answers on Taraq, Dimensional Shift. Question 1. I have to ask, what is meant by splitting the atom? What is meant by splitting the atom energy of time by the anti-atom? Is this antimatter? Answer. Yes, it is. Antimatter and anti-ether. Question. It is also stated that there is a program at its center that must be implanted in this a preset program. Is this a preset program? Could you explain? Answer. The program is Earth's records, tablets of destiny. Some call it the Akasha records. In Quran chapter 85 verse 22, you see it records kept in Ilion. Also in Quran chapter 83 verse 18 through 19, where it states, Day, verily the record of the righteous is preserved in Ilion. And what will explain to thee what Ilion is? The mother of all books in Quran chapter 43 verse 4, which reads, And verily it is in the mother of the book in our presence, high in dignity, full of wisdom. All revelations, stones, scrolls, pages, books are from the mother of records in Ilion. You see, it is right in their last book, Quran, warning them, but they ignore it. As if I was nuts when I said there is a place above called Ilion. It is in risk. Now look, you see it, as well as Sirius star system. Quran chapter 51 verse 22, which reads, And in heaven is your sustenance, as also that which ye are promised. You all's risk right there, you see it. And Quran chapter 53 verse 49 has Sirius star system, and it reads that he is the Lord of Sirius, the mighty star. But they said Isa al-Hadi al-Mahdi was crazy because they could not see these facts. So the program is kept there. Each person, 0 time. Question 3. As the races of this planet goes through the dimensional shifts, linking us to the shifts of the planet, what about other beings on other planets? Do they also shift or ascend like we have to also make our ascension? Is it the same track of time, 24,000 years for them? Answer. Each planet has its own birth date record. Number 24,000. No, 24,000 only relates to this planet by its size, 24,000 miles in circumference, linked to your 24,000 genome or chromosomes, and the time zone of 24,000 years, equinox, all land 1 mile for each year. So each planet has its own time zone linked to its original living beings on it. Question 4. If our mental created our existence, or each moment from the womb to the outside world, to everything that affects us, touch, taste, feel, and is stored on our disk, down to the people we see, who we communicate with, etc. With this being said, did our mental choose the planet we reside on now, and the body, womb, such as our mother's womb, to incarnate or mentally exist here? Answer. Only your choices to affect change. Your fate, recorded your divine, can alter by choice, such as mixing your seed with others, spirits in their DNA, using drugs, overuse of alcohol, danger, speeding, joining uniform groups that make you kill for them, or abuse people emotionally, can alter your fate, even erase your narad, that is, change your destiny, mess your life up. No, you grew with this planet and became of age to separate into yourself, but are still a part of it. So you don't just reside on it, you are it. Your body is earth, your spirit is life, your soul comes from divine, all. Question. How does this tie into us as Nagaru, being part of the morphogenetic field of consciousness? Because you stated the master's plan was to rescue us, the root race, with Baal souls. Was this plan created to rescue us based on the fact that our memory was erased out of the crystals, based on the fact that our memory was erased out of the crystal skulls, or that we chose to come here? Did we? Answer. Nagaru vibrations made Earth morph into existence by you thinking it into being, or as they say, in the beginning was the Word. Sound, thought, or he just says, be and it is. You chose to bring all things into existence and became a part of its emotional field. So the masters decided to come and raise you. Mentally with Wu-Nuwaup to free you from the physical realm. By your Ba soul, you erased your own memory by mixing with others outside your divine gene pool. The crystal skulls are humanoids, Narad discs. like computer chips with records, one for sound, one for color, one for contact feeling, on and on. You made here from there. Now from two thens, then to come, and then in the past, clockwise and counterclockwise. Question 6. How does this tie into the Natharu coming to Earth and seeding the planet from the crash that occurred? Was that also a part of the morphogenetic pool, or the rescue, the master plan, and the morphogenetic patterns that were created? Because as it stated, the first seeding of the physical creation, 24 beings incarnated. I hope I have not lost you or asking too many questions, just needing to make things clear in my mind. Answer. The crash were not the Natharu, it was the Anunnaki. Their seeds was Kakasu, not us, Nagaru. They have not lost, you have not lost me. I hope you understand my question. In question 6, you are mixing up Pa-Natharu and Ba-Anunnaki. Our race and others each have their own morphogenetic patterns of each creation. We were first seed. We were the first seed long before the Kakasu. Question 7. The sealed gateways, as stated, the halls of Amuntat. Was this specifically closed so that these Kakasu could not reach in or enter Razakat, risk? You mentioned as it being a curse, the seal or block. Is it a curse? Answer. Yes, the gates are blocked because the mixed seeds who might try to enter or depart and are not welcome because of their mixed blood and DNA, the cursed seed, to block the cursed seed. Question. Was it the Kakasu that wiped our memory out of the crystal skulls? Answer. I already explained. You wiped your own memory by race mixing. That weakens your vibrational body, so the disc plays at a slower speed, like if you were to put a 33 1/3 speed record on a record player for a 45 speed record. It will not play clean. So our race is now playing on their race speed, so that damages our memory. We can't hear our ancestors who speak to us on our original speed. Question 9. Nanar, son of Enlil, who started the blood offerings that started the religious beliefs over the planet, was he of Pleiades or Aldebaran? If he is son of Enlil, did he not dwell on risk at some point? Are these your disagreeable fallen angels? Hope I am not confusing you or myself. Even I am trying to word my questions based on what is not clear in my mind. Answer. No, Nanar, Sin, Zuin, was Anunnaki from Nibiru. They ruled Pleiadians and Aldebarans. No, not all Anunnaki were allowed on Razak, risk. Only the Inkyites, not the Enlilites. Yes, Enlilites had Igigi, or cherubim, the disagreeable Molech, Melech, which they called Malek, angels. That concludes this reading. Are there any questions? Well, that's again. It's talking about Nagato. He said that our memory was erased as a product of our race mixing. So, even though you may not have done it directly, our ancestors, who are us, the things that they done. This is why even in the lesser degrees of religion, it says the sins of the fathers fall onto sons, even unto the fourth generation. So we are a product of the things that our ancestors done. So, but you have to remember that what the master explained is why he has said in many different occasions that Wu-Nuwaup, the doctrine of Wu-Nuwaup, is a remembering tool, and it is also a genetic information. So a lot of the errors of our ancestries are corrected through Wu-Nuwaup, through our science of overstanding and practicing Wu-Nuwaup. So it is to correct many of the mistakes that were made by our ancestry.
So we will get our memories back through Wu-Nuwaup.
Yeah, well, again, Wu-Nuwaup is to correct many of those mistakes. So, as he explained how, a lot of things about our nature was affected, just as he explained trying to play a record that's 33 on a 45 record player. You don't get the right vibrational tones. So Wu-Nuwaup in itself is designed to get us back in tune with natural nature, in tune with our ancestries that link us back to Panatharu. So all of this is a prescription or a medicine for us to heal ourselves from the inside out. Any other questions? All right. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out to this class. Again, here every week. Paparar number 1, Pamaparar number 1. We have our new Outformation class. We hope to see you all next week. Take care. Wado.